You don't hate yourself enough, and that's what's holding you back. In the Marine Corps, they would say, we're going to put some discipline in your body. And obviously, within boot camp, it's just all going to be pain. Because you can't train obedience into a dog, to a child, or into yourself without friction. The best way to level up yourself is friction. Choose the things you are avoiding intentfully and just do them. Do them to the best of your ability. Because when you are subjected to the things in your life that you can't control, that are maybe they're just easy because they've come naturally to you, like your job, you're going to fly through those things. And you'll inevitably find the time to level up. You need to find those small routes in your day that take up more of your time, more of your focus, and more of your effort, and just do them. The more you practice exposing yourself to friction, the easier everything else that you have to be exposed to, like disagreements, growing pains with your new position at work, or getting money for your new business, all those things, or just going through the process of like an LLC, waiting a couple days for the EIN and pushing that stuff through and talking to a bank, all that like really annoying stuff. Isn't like, oh, dude, it's easy. I go to the gym every day and I subject myself to pain for fun. I'm a freak. You need to hate the fact that you're not a freak. You need to hate the fact that you don't like pain. If you don't like friction, you're not going to get where you're going. And I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to be exactly where you are a year from now. And then you're going to be the kind of person that can put the finger exactly like, oh, well, I didn't do that because I didn't drop this or I didn't add this to my routine. That's cute, bro. You're real cute. You think people are going to want to be around the kind of person that can point at the hurdles that they have, know exactly when to jump over them, but then choose not to? You're cute, bro. You're cute and you're going to stay cute. And everything you have in your life right now, you deserve. Because you are not choosing to suffer. Suffering grabs parts of you that are too weak to hang and it shreds them off of you and it calluses your soul so that you can instill discipline and obedience to persevere and push through whatever you're going through. The human soul is like tungsten. It has a self-sharpening element to it. There are rounds that are used by snipers that are tungsten tipped so that when they hit armor, they self-sharpen and go into the cabin and blow the opposing crew up of that armor division, of a tank, of a Humvee, whatever. Your soul has that same exact property. You grab it, form it into the javelin that you want it to be, and hurl it into the stuff that you're having a hard time doing. Sure, it'll break a couple times because that's what tungsten does. It literally sheds the parts of it that aren't strong enough to push through the armor it's trying to get through and hit the squishy stuff that it needs to hit. Your soul will do that. The indomitable human spirit, used enough times, will sharpen itself to go through whatever walls are in front of you. But if you are robbing yourself of crafting the tool necessary to succeed in the next levels of your life, you deserve to fail, be comfortable in your failure, and hate yourself. And the funniest part is you can turn that self-loathing into one of the greatest weapons that has ever come across you, your family, and your friends, and you can teach them how to lead. But instead of grabbing that knotted ball of confusion, that spite that you have for yourself, and seeing your cousin who's successful in like the legal field or whatever, or the person whoever that your family compares you to, that you aren't, you're not like them. Like, oh, be more like this person. Fuck that, bro. That guy isn't me. And simply that statement should be enough for you to just throw yourself at whatever you want to do, nosedive into it, break the neck of the personality you are now so that the body and soul that stands up from that attempt is someone stronger. And the next time you nosedive an attempt, you start to break ground and you do it again and you do it again and you do it again and you do it again. There's something with eagles, right? When they get older, their beaks and their talons start to get all like weak. And there's two options for them. They can fly up onto a mountain and just die because they can't hunt anymore because their talons are dull and their beaks are flimsy. Or they bash their shit into rock until their beak comes off, a new one grows, and they scratch at rocks with their talons to basically rip them off, and new ones that are worthy of hunting grow. Humanity's soul is that times 9. because it's your identity, and you're not a fucking bird. You don't have to go through this aging process where you're like, I'm melting. I need to go break myself. No, you can just go. You can just choose to be. And the one thing that you're scared of telling yourself is that you are the limiting factor. You are the thing that's saying, tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes, brother. Payday doesn't exist. That's a fiat illusion created to keep you docile. I'm going to be confident when I get paid. Like that song by The Killers. I got money in the bank. I got gas in the tank. You're looking at the man. You're waiting to gas up your car, be green in your bank account, and then you feel confidence. That sucks. You limit your confidence to what happens twice a month. That's pathetic. And you know it's pathetic, and you hate feeling that way. You want to feel like payday every morning? Pay yourself. Dive into friction. Earn something. Maintain something. Bro, go build a Warhammer army. See the progress there. See how your eyesight gets better. See how your dexterity and articulation and focus improve. Because you built a couple of Space Marines and now you're on this giant war rig. Feels fucking good. Hey, I put those together. I glued them together. I painted them. They look sick. I did that. Some people don't understand why a bunch of nerds in the tabletop community are okay with being fat. Do you know how much attention they put into their hobby? Do you know how much mental craftsmanship goes into making an army, building a magic deck, going and competing and getting points to be tournament qualified? They got to earn that. Sure, should they not be so sedentary that they sit on their ass for their hobbies as long as they do? Yes. But ultimately, the amount of energy that they are putting to grow in their hobby, to be competitive, to be more creative, some people will never understand that. And those people are more socially artistic than even some artists nowadays with the slop that we're getting. It's funny that you're a guy who jogs a mile every day, steers away from the nerdy stuff. That nerdy guy is more interesting than you. You're clean SpongeBob. You're just rounded out SpongeBob. You're so congruent, you're boring. Because you want to be boring. You think being boring is normal. Put some friction in your life, bro. Shave your eyebrows. Have people look at you weird. Grow some thicker skin. Throw yourself against a wall and grow up. I don't know who told you not to try, but fuck them. And if you can't unprogram that from yourself, hate that part of yourself. Hate that part of yourself until you love friction. Because through loving friction, there is growth. On the other side of being cringy, there is success. And by not doing so, good luck, bro. You're going to live the same life you are right now into the next day, into Friday, into next month. Next thing you know, your life flew by and you never touched your potential because you were too scared to be uncomfortable. Good luck. When you're ready